Hey guys, MacEffects here. I'm just going to do a little tutorial today, kind of familiarize people with Clash of Lords. Here's the Untouchables 2 guild. Right now, me and G-Feds are the only ones that are from Castle Clash, I believe, but sorry if I missed you in there. What to know about this game? It looks very similar. It appears, you know, you have your hero bases. There's different things that you can do with each hero base, and we'll kind of go into a little bit about heroes. It's very hard to cover all of the material that's different. But what I want to stress in this video is don't jump ahead of yourself and spend a bunch of the currency that you really want. Okay, let's just go through currency quick. And it'll help to kind of frame things for you. You have your XP. This is increased by completing things. XP cards do not affect that, I don't believe, but I might be wrong on that. And we'll look at that. Gold is your only in-game currency that you can actually raid other people. There's no mana. Thank God. Why? One of the developers actually finally got it right. Dark Souls is... It's very similar to hero badges if you've played Castle Clash, or honor badges, I should say, but Dark Souls, that's what they are. Rings are probably more important than Dark Souls, in my opinion. I think that rings are the most important because you use it for a lot of different things. You'll see once we get into the character page, kind of what we use different currencies for. Then there's also trophies, and that kind of helps to assign you a group of who you're going to be raiding against and things like that. So let's take a look at heroes. Trying to think what the easiest way to do this would be. Let's just look at all the heroes. Kind of there's a similar framework. Normal, good, rare, and epic. Epic is your legendary. They're pretty sweet. These are the difference between them is a lot of them. Let's see. No, it looks like okay. So you might just see. No, you don't. Okay, so in Clash of Lords 1, it looked different. You had all the same heroes, and they were just either normal, good, rare, or epic. It looks like they actually developed specific characters for each type now. So that's kind of an interesting thing. One thing you'll notice is there's this box here, and that's framing some weird looking Lego character. It's actually not a Lego character. Those are actually your troop type that you will be able to get with this character. So there's no longer any troop camps, which is sweet. I will never forget again. Our troops are built into our heroes, which is such a great concept. I'm really impressed, as you can tell. But so we can actually level those independently too. We'll get into that further into the video. Don't let me get sidetracked. So there's some of these. Okay, when you first log in, you can purchase any package. And you'll get this girl for free, or well, not really for free, but she's a healer, and pretty good. Nothing extraordinary about her, but it's kind of nice to have right away. And then there's these XP cards, and this is how you're gonna level your characters. You don't gain XP by taking them out and raiding them. You gain XP by raiding, getting these XP cards, and then feeding them into your hero. We'll look at that in just a second. It gets easier to handle, so don't worry if this seems like too much. One of the things that you can do right away is that you're going to have 12 free recruits, and I don't know how often it is specifically, but well, my next one is in an hour. It's probably every like 2 or 3 hours that you get one of these, and you can just click it and you get a free ring and then also a character. And it can range up to the purple, so you can get. I've gotten some decent heroes on that. So here's my heroes. I've got for the epic. I've got the Savage Chief, the Blitz Bomber, and then the one that comes Glory Priestess. And that one I just got a little package and got her for free pretty much. So there's lots to see on this page. Let's look at him. Okay. Where to start? Okay, so here's your troop type. What you're gonna notice is there's the health, the attack, the type, and how many that you get. So I can when I deployed this hero, you're gonna see a trail of 15 little mercenaries, and they're gonna go around and kill stuff. The way that I upgrade my mercenaries is by clicking that button right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna use Dark Souls so that I can increase the number and also their stats. Okay, that's troops. Now, hero skills, similar to in Castle Clash. This is how we level it up. Okay, you can level it up with rings, and that's why I say that rings are probably one of the most important currencies, because and it doesn't start out at 800. It starts out at like 10 or something, and then it gradually increases, and now it's 800, and 800 seems to be a lot for me. There's ways to get more, and we'll talk about that. Then there's this, and this is confusing, and it's really annoying that I upgraded this because I'm never going to use it on this hero. I'll explain to you why. So, and actually I can do it on him. When you go into select a hero, you're going to see he's on the hero base, but I can go up here and say hero aid. Okay, and you can choose any hero that you want. You're not going to be able to use that hero anywhere else though. Okay, so don't level up your main hero's hero aid because you won't use it unless you don't plan on using your epic heroes. Kind of a silly thing. I should have read a little more. I did go on the forums, but didn't see that anywhere on there. So let's go back. We can take a peek at it. Talents and stuff here. Okay, so hero talents, very similar to Castle Clash. However, now we get 3, which is really cool. I'm sure they're tamed down a little bit. Let's just jump over to this girl, and I'll show you. Sorry, wasting time here. So she doesn't have any. The first talent that you're going to get, this passive talent, is going to be 300. All right, that's, in line with Castle Clash. However, now you see I have 3 of them on this character. I can go in and I can click this, and it's going to give me a new talent down in this box, right? And I can either save, I forget how I do it, but you can kind of figure it out. One of these buttons allows you to save the new one or the old one, but it's nice that they do drop down the price when you're re-rolling talents. So I don't know what all the talents are. I re-rolled 1 or 2, I think. So I just got what I thought. I know this is gonna be a DPS character, so I looked for DPS, and these are what I got. Talents, recruits. Oh, hey, this is kind of a weird one. I can't show you because I don't have it. But once you get this bar here full, it's going to bring you to like a wheel of fortune or something, and you can go in and get some. It's like you start out with 10 rings, and you get a multiplier, and you can play rock paper scissors to double it or cut it in half. I can show you the rock paper scissors by clicking here. One of the other currencies is mugs. You get mugs by just playing. You'll eventually get one. I don't have the ability to exchange one right now, but I could exchange if I did have a mug. Here I could click drink up, and it would give me 10 rings. After which I could play rock paper scissors, and if I won, I would either double the amount of rings that I have, or I would lose half of them. or something like that. I can't remember exactly. So you can see how you could really exponentially grow the amount of rings that you have, but also you could lose quite a bit too. So I think the reason why they do that is because they allow you to. Let's see. They allow you to purchase, I believe, with rings, and so you could, I suppose, just continue to double your rings, and eventually you'd get enough. But I don't know if I'd be willing to go that far right off the bat. Definitely. What else? There's lots of different things. Oh, let's talk about this. You guys, if you want 100 free gems, take this code right here, 1370004 So 137004443. You're gonna take that. You're gonna click on this hourglass. Click invite friends or something, and then it's gonna look different for you. You're gonna just type in that code. It's gonna give you 100 free gems. Kind of nice. When you first start, that girl that you can get is in here too. You don't have to purchase that much. You can just get $2 or something. For every 3,000 jewels that you spend, you get an XP card, and this XP card is worth quite a bit. It adds a lot of experience to your character. And this is not simply, these are free gems too, just not only paid gems. If you rate it, I don't know why that's coming up like I didn't do it. I did do it, I think. If you purchase, you can get more epics. There's also a calendar, similarly to Castle Clash, and you get an epic at the end. And different things, like this day you get 200 gems, whatever. What else can we talk about just quick? Oh, let's go into attacks here. There's 3 different kinds, kind of confusing, but let's just talk about it. Okay, solo campaign. This is where you're gonna get. I don't want a hard one. I just want to burn through this. But this is where you're gonna get mugs. You're gonna get just random stuff, Dark Souls experience. When you beat it, let's just drop. I don't even care here. This is my tank. I use him as a tank. He only targets towers that are gonna, weapons. So that's kind of a nice feature of him. And his troops are only gonna target the weapons. So you'll see as I drop him, his troops are gonna come out right behind him. And as soon as he takes aggro, I'm gonna drop the rest of my heroes, and they'll just kind of assist him, as you can see. So I'll have quite a few heroes or troops right behind him. Okay, this bar right here is for your skill, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my skill on my tank here. It'll increase his health there, or not increase it, but give him a little health back. I haven't really leveled that as much as I'd like to. You'll see he's probably not gonna live. So this number right here is how many of these like little ped sections that you need before you can use it, and I don't care if they die, whatever, it's fine. It doesn't take that long. That is one nice thing about this game, is the revives don't take long, so you can really keep playing over and over, which is kind of nice. So I didn't get any mugs or experience, but I think that stuff's random depending on. But each time that you finish your raid or whatever you're playing, you get to open these chests, and it will give you random things. Yay! So some Dark Souls, an experience card, and then a crappy player card. I won't use that, but I can feed it into others, so it is still useful. So as you can see, only a minute or two on these, and we'll talk about something else in the meantime. Or actually, I'll show you guys how to feed your characters those other ones. Right now I'm trying to level him up, so I'm going to go in here. I will say be very careful when you click auto, because it does click purples. Okay, so just make sure that you go in and just scan through, make sure you're not clicking anything that you do not want. Greens and blues, you don't really care if you feed those into them. Okay, just toss them in, who cares. If you get the same type of troop, then You can increase your glory. Right here you can see. And I actually did this on my other character. I'll just pull them up quick. Make more sense then. So glory increases, you can go up to 8 times. It'll increase your health up to 4,600 and your attack up to 700. So it's kind of useful. Definitely worth it as long as you're getting duplicate heroes to feed them into your primary hero that you're using. Let's see if we can get back in. Yep. Okay. And okay, so you can see we have 5 chances at these, and there's a refresh on those. I don't know if that's 5 every time. I don't know. I don't know how often they come up. Then there's also Lord's League, and these are, you get 10 a day. It's similar to Arena if you play Castle Clash, and I believe you can purchase more of those, or no, you can purchase more of the campaign instead. So I think a button comes up here, and that's, I'm not sure how much it is. I haven't done it yet. So this is the Arena, and it's not the same, but it has the same type of aspect. It gives you the currency that allows you to increase your heroes. As you can see, I'm 40 per hour, which I don't know if that's good or not. But you also get 85 or however many each time you beat someone. So that's kind of nice. It does add up. You do eventually get to level your characters, so you also get the trophies here too. So let's take a peek at this. And it's going to be the exact same thing as rating, except you're not allowed to. You don't get to keep any of the gold. So good and bad. I mean, you don't. I probably don't want all those people taking my gold all the time. So I'm gonna drop in down here, and I'll tell you why I drop in down here. I drop in. It allows my character to have a little more time to build up his bar before he meets the incoming heroes. So, and then once he pulls aggro, then I'll do it, and then it just works out better that way. Gives yourself a little buffer. But honestly, this guy usually dies because he's not very high level right now, and I love to just throw him into the middle of everything, which is probably not the smartest thing to do, but it works pretty good. And he doesn't take long to come back, so whatever. So this chick's proc, it electrifies and it spreads to like a couple different targets. It's pretty useful. The healer, I'll show you guys the healer once I get back up there. This little number is how many of these sections I need. Okay, so you can see, yeah, I mean, it's good. 1,600, that's not that much, but it spreads to all 3 of my characters that are alive right now, so that's helpful sometimes. And then the Bolt Buster guy, there's no limit to the distance that he can shoot this to. Oh, it didn't show, or I didn't see it. It's a pretty good proc that he has actually, though, because if somebody's a jerk and puts like one building over in the corner and you're way over here, then you can hit his proc and shoot across the map and take it out. So that's nice. Next, we're just going to do a raid. Oh, crud. Sorry, guys. Untouchables 2. I'll just plug this then. Best guild I've ever been in. Definitely. The guild leader is Cam02. I just came over to this game before him. I'm sure he's gonna be coming pretty soon. Right now we don't have any minimum, so go ahead and join if you're interested. But that probably won't last very long. We're active in line, and we've got lots of veteran players of games similar to this, so yeah. Let's see what else we can do. Decorations. I haven't even looked at decorations. Oh, we can make a nice little snowman, a little Christmas tree, and then all the numbers and letters and stuff, similarly to Castle Clash. So I think I have all the hero tower, or the bases that I can have. And mortars, air defense, magic tower. What is this? Strikes without warning. It looks like a oh gosh, Tesla tower. And then yeah, then we got the Reaper. That's cool. This is like a hybrid Clash of Clans and Castle Clash. So I do kind of like it. I like that aspect. The graphics are not as polished as Castle Clash, but you know, I do remember before Castle Clash looked like it does currently. It looked a little bit more like this, and so maybe they're just waiting to see if they get the player base to really increase the graphics. I'm not sure. Maybe not. It's not that bad. It doesn't affect me that much that I choose not to play it. All right, so this is a resource raid, so it is specifically for resources, right? You'll see this guy's got 20,000 up in the corner here, and I'm pretty much just gonna look at his heroes. Doesn't look too bad, and so with this, you're definitely gonna want to start over there well, I mean, I'd love to just tank his heroes, but I want that extra time for this bar to increase. So we'll do that, and then once he gets there and he starts to take the aggro, I'm gonna go ahead and drop all the rest of mine. You see, he's already got a proc. Oh shoot! All right, here's the big guys. 4K on his proc, which is really nice. If I would have been able to do that into those heroes, I might have been able to just take them all out, but I don't think so. Seeing as this is the last thing I'll do, we're okay. Go ahead and take that out. And that'll pretty much do it. So you can see there's 3 different game types. They're independent of each other, and they don't cross. So you're not going to lose gold when people go after you for like your arena per se. And yeah, I like that. It's a little more interesting. I do like arena in Castle Clash, but this is better, I think. Trophies. I think that's it. I'm gonna stop here. That's it. I'll just say that one code one more time: 137004443. Enter that in there, and you'll get 100 free gems. All right, guys. Well, like, subscribe, and I'll try and come out with some more videos. But this isn't the first game I'm playing, so it might take a little bit of time. But let me know if you have any questions. All right, I'll see you guys around.